this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, they're right where we thought they would be, and that's okay. Improvement rarely happens overnight.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Running out on the wings, they'll have Bane and Wagner. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. And it's Suggs in at the 1 spot. And for the Wizards, they've got Keyshawn George. Chris Middleton is out there with Song. Then it's Coulibaly. And it's McCollum in at the 1. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, that means just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Pass to Coulibaly. Here's McCollum. The Wizards working the ball around now. And here's Middleton. Sarr sets the screen for Middleton. Just 5 to shoot. No good from outside. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And I wonder if the crowd noise got in their head. It seemed like it was affecting them.
Sarr finds George. Hits it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triplet.
Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
And playing with some force on the interior. You gotta love Carter Jr. playing with that level of physicality.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Brian Keefe. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Back to you, Kev.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Here's Suggs, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Yep, that one goes in there. Suggs has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, strong move by Suggs inside, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
Here's McCollum. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Defensive foul. Desmond Bane.
You know, Tim, throughout his career, C.J. McCollum has been the model of consistency.
Well, you can count on him to get you 20 with efficient shooting, Kevin. We've seen it now for over a decade. And I love his calm, steady demeanor. It stabilizes his team. We throw good, McCollum. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
And here's McCollum. After Jalen Suggs made that last three-pointer. Here's Coulibaly. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Suggs kicks to Wagner. Pass to Carter. Here's Banchero. Now, here's Wagner. Defended by George. And that one's good, Wagner.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Outside, George. Now here's Middleton. Over Banchero. Shot's good by Middleton.
Nice, a mid-range jumper by Middleton. I didn't know guys were allowed to take that shot anymore.
Bane against Coulibaly. Wagner wide open. Outside, Suggs. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Suggs has got 10.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Now here's McCollum. 5 points in the game. Pass to George for three. Rebound by the Magic. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with the win.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
Well, that's got to be an area of concern in this one. If they are able to dominate the boards again, it could be a repeat of the last meeting.
Now here is Carter. He's coming off a 13-point game against Chicago.
And he really helped them control the game on the glass.
Banchero with the ball. Covered by Sarr. And it's Banchero missing. Wizards trail by 4. Sarr finds Koulibaly. Here's Sarr. And he banks in the layup.
Physical defense, but the strength training already kicking in for Sarr.
Wagner outside. Banchero outside. Carter with a screen on Middleton. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Off target with his three. Sarr, the pass to McCollum. Sarr with a screen on Carter. McCollum. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
But that's a look you rarely see him miss.
Outside, Suggs. Pass to Wagner. Banchero looking around. The three. Buries it from three-point range.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
And here's George. Middleton outside. Pass to McCollum. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Magic leading by 5. Wagner outside. Payne sets the screen for Wagner. Offline with his three. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
I love it when a team comes out and sets the tone physically.
Back to Middleton. Over Banchero. And count it from 19 feet away. Middleton's got his second basket of the game. Orlando's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Koulibaly against Payne. Banchero outside. Back to Payne. The three. And Sarr pulls it down.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Pass to George. Here's Sarr. And here's McCollum from past the arc. Good on the three-point shot. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
Well, I'd watch him the rest of the game because he is seeing a lot of shot clocks.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Making some changes. De Silva's checked in, and it's Anthony Black in for Jalen Suggs. And Carter has it in the corner. Banchero outside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And guys, that strength will serve Banchero really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
Banchero at the line for one.
And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA, offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
And stolen by Wagner. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist number.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the third player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other two, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
Yep, a star on the rise. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Free throw good, McCollum. We are really in the thick of the regular season now, Greg. You like what you've seen so far?
Absolutely. You can tell that everyone came to play this year. The game just keeps getting more advanced, and the skill level continues to rise.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for Koulibaly. And so McCollum nails both of them. And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Here's Carter. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They are just killing them on the interior.
McCollum outside. Clock at 6. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
There's Wagner with the 3. It's hauled in by George.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Pass to Bagley. The Wizards working the ball around now. On the wing, Carrington hasn't made one yet. Magic leading by 4. Here's De Silva. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Defensive foul.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Orlando shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Goga Bitadze comes in for Carter. And it's Bane in for Banchero. Tim, this is going to hit home, and I'm sorry about it, but it's going on 5 decades since the Washington Wizards have enjoyed a 50-win season.
Kevin, you're breaking my heart. A couple generations have passed. So if this rebuild requires some patience, fans in the DMV are saying, what's a few more years?
Now here's McCollum. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. Over the last month, getting it done. He's averaging 14 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Yeah, I agree. The pieces fall into place when he is finding people. The offense looks visibly sharper.
And he makes the first.
Your classic combo guard. C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. A valuable piece for this team.
And so McCollum nails both of them. And for such a young team, Greg, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
Payne for three. Rebound by the Wizards.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Magic are building something. Paolo Banchero said, quote, "It's been a long time coming. The fans have been waiting for the Magic to be good and to be challengers, even contenders. There is a lot of excitement in the city right now. We're just building and feeding off of that." Kevin, back to you.
They've got their fans fired up. Okay, thank you, Allie. So it's Orlando now, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Down low, George with the steal. Here's Song. McCollum with the ball. Defended now by Wagner. Beyond the arc, C.J. McCollum, and that's good. McCollum's got 17 now.
And throughout his career, McCollum has always been a high-volume three-point shooter. And there you see why. The consistency.
It's stolen by Bagley. And George, here we go. It's good. This game is all even.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
And so Wagner will bring it up for Orlando. Pass to De Silva. Now Payne. Defended by Carrington. Payne kicks to Wagner. Here's Bitadze. 6 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Magic lead by 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Carrington with the ball. Back to McCollum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, McCollum is very knowledgeable about how to draw a whistle. That's what veterans do in this league.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And it's a super first half for him at the free throw line.
He's off on the first.
And one of the things about C.J. McCollum, it's not just about his numbers. It's also about how good of a teammate he is. It's really a great example for younger players.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Left side, Payne. Bitadze, and Bitadze throws it down.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Orlando out in front, up 4. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
Whitmore is out there with Kispert. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Carlton Carrington. And it's Bagley in at the center position. That's the group start the second quarter for the Wizards. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Isaac kicks to Bane. Bataze, a screen on Johnson. Bane passes to Isaac. Latre. Black, no good. Washington trailing. Pass to Carrington. Johnson outside. Bagley with a screen on Bane. Johnson down low. Guarded by Bane. Here's Whitmore. Again, the Wizards good for two.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Pass to Bitadze. Now, here's Bane. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago. Here's Black from deep. And he's good on the three ball. And the Magic lead by 3.
Well, you can't ignore someone like that on the perimeter. If he gets a good look, he is going to knock it down.
Here's Johnson. That one goes in.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Black finds Bane. Isaac a screen on Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Cam Whitmore.
No doubt the size of Isaac is a problem for the defense. Excellent at using that long frame to draw contact.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So for the Wizards, Chris Middleton's checked in for Whitmore. Koulibaly comes in for Corey Kispert. And McCollum subbed in for Johnson. And a switcher also for Orlando. Suggs is checked in. First free throw is good. Tim, and maybe I'm asking the wrong guy this, but are teams relying too much on the three-point shot?
Well, I do think there are nights I feel it becomes a little redundant, but the skill level of these players, Kevin, has led us here. More guys are capable of making that deep shot, so I don't see it going away anytime soon.
And the skill required to do it, no one knows that more than you. The skill required is just something else.
Consistency is what teams are looking for.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. To the paint, it's tipped. McCollum looking it over. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And the offense has just flowed through McCollum all night, whether that's finding people or repeatedly attacking like he does right there.
Outside, Bane takes a 3. The rebound by Middleton.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
And he's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul him.
And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
No good on the free throw.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
Wagner's checked in for Isaac. Good on the second free throw. Now Suggs, 11-point game his last outing. Pass to De Silva. In the corner, it's Payne. Orlando moving the ball around. Elbow shot is on the way. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the Magic lead by 3.
What confidence from Bane. Money from mid-range.
Back to McCollum. Middleton right side. And it's good for 2. Middleton's got 6.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Here's Suggs. 10 points for him. On the wing, Bane. Shot clock at 6. Over Carrington. Bane, no good.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
Pass to Koulibaly. Back to McCollum. Here's Carrington. That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum. Carrington's got the lead up to 2 now for Washington. Wagner outside. Now, here's Bane. Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by Bane. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Middleton outside. Pass to McCollum. Now Bagley. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Here's De Silva. Suggs, screen on Middleton. And here is Bane. Again, the miss by Bane.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Bagley against Suggs. Bagley with a screen on Batase. McCollum left side. Pass to Carrington. Bane with the steal. Now here's Wagner. They could use a bucket. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 5 rebounds tonight. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Takes a step back. McCollum, good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Now it's a 6-point Wizards lead.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
And here is Suggs. 10 points for him. Wagner from long range. Rebounded by the Wizards. Middleton's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So for the Wizards, Stars checked in for Bagley, and Georgia subbed in for Carlton Carrington. The Magic also changing it up. Banchero's checked in for Goga Bitadze, and Blacks subbed in for Bane. Wizards on D. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Pass to Suggs. Wagner outside. Now Black to stop the run. It's hauled in by George.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Middleton with a screen for George. Deflects the pass. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got 8 points.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
To the middle. And finished off by Wagner.
Oh, what a slam from Wagner. When he gets that close, he is going for it.
Middleton outside. For the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Left side, Suggs. Banchero outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's De Silva. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist. Banchero's got 4 assists in the game. Wizards leading by 5. Pass to Koulibaly. Here's Middleton. And he can't bank that one in. Well, Orlando shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively. They set the screen. And it's Wagner missing.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
His 3-pointers off the mark.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Sarr gets the bucket.
Letting the big man Sarr go to work inside. I like seeing him being aggressive down low.
Banchero against Sarr. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Anthony Black.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Bain comes in for Black. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Let's take a second to see the teams that have been the toughest inside this season so far. The Wizards second.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
George finds McCollum. Here's Koulibaly. Back to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Koulibaly. Middleton for 3. They get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Wizards lead by 9.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And Caro outside. Sinks the triple. And Caro's got 12 in the game.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Pass to Song. Banchero against Middleton. And here's George. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. No good there off the double clutch.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Banchero kicks to Bain. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. So Tim, the District of Columbia and the Wizards reaching a deal to keep them in D.C. through 2050.
Along with a project to expand the arena complex, create an entertainment district, and implement safety and transportation upgrades. Really exciting stuff.
That free throw, no good.
And a big man who can do a little bit of everything. Banchero's future is certainly bright.
He hits the second from the line. Wizards leading by 5. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Jalen Suggs is a tone setter for this Magic team, putting his body on the line with his constant activity. Coach Jamal Mosley said, quote, he wears his emotion and his heart on his sleeve. He's pure. There's so much love there. That's why this group is the way it is, because of how he is. Kevin, back to you.
He's a culture setter. Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Wagner. It's good, and that's just his third make in 10 shots. An off game for him.
Oh, good job executing inside. Wagner in total control down there.
Back to McCollum. Three-pointer. Orlando grabs the miss.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Suggs kicks to Wagner. Over Koulibaly. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Wagner.
A true shooting wing. Wagner knew he was on his spot, and he took it.
Suggs against McCollum. In the corner, George with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. George has got 6.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
And lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. Interesting to use the term hierarchy, but I wonder, how would you guys rate our studio hierarchy?
Well, Ernest, when you try to bring out the big words like hierarchy, anyway, I think they're going to play it safe. But the hierarchy, I'm going to pass it to Shaq.
How dare you disrespect the Ernster? No, Ernie gets the throne. He's the one I trust calling the shots. Are you crazy, Kenny?
Well, all right. Good point, big fella. But only if he doesn't get to pick our ties.
Come on, you guys would look fantastic in bow ties. I've got some extras here. Here, Shaq, try this one. And here's one for you, Jet. Those are going to be great.
Ooh, I like that.
And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the Orlando Magic.
They're really going to war for those second chance points, running guys to the defensive glass. It's a tight game. That could be the difference maker.
As long as it doesn't hurt their transition defense.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, the key is to be in an attack mindset but still play under control. When you do that, good things tend to happen.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bain. And it's Wagner in at the 3.
And when you call a play for Carter Jr., you really want to get him something in rhythm. Great execution there.
For 3, Middleton drops in the tray. 13 points in the game.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Banchero, that's good.
And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful.
Back to McCollum from outside the arc. The shot's good on the assist by George. McCollum's got 24 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
6 to shoot. Banchero inside. Defended by Middleton. Banchero, that's good.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Outside, George. Banchero against Middleton. And a wide open look for McCollum. And again, Washington with the triple.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D chips.
Outside, Suggs. Pass to Carter. To the inside. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Bain.
This is the second half start they were hoping for. 4 straight field goals out of the gate.
And Middleton kicks to George. Nice ball movement by Washington. McCollum, no good.
Well, after nailing the first 3 out of the break, you can give him a pass for not making that one as well.
Banchero outside. Bain with the screen on Koulibaly. From downtown, it's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound in this one.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Pass to Middleton from the arc. That ball, nice speed that time from George. George has got 4 assists in the game. Banchero left side. Outside, Bain. Again, the miss by Bain. Washington leading now by 9. Pass to Koulibaly. George with the screen on Carter. A 3 from McCollum, and the Wizards hit again from deep. As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, say?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit, who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Boy, you've made a great list of guys right there, for sure.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Chris Middleton. How last month turned out for him, he's putting up 9 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
Yeah, truthfully, I think his numbers are fine, but in talking to him, he thinks they should be even better.
Pass to Koulibaly. And here's Middleton. He's covered by Banchero. Fade away. Another one falls for Washington.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Suggs with a screen for Bane. Over Koulibaly. Bane, no good.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Middleton outside. Over Banchero. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Outside, Bane. Back to Wagner. Pass to Banchero. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And I know Coach loves to see Banchero get rolling out there. He is capable of some serious production.
Middleton outside. Back to McCollum. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. McCollum's got the lead up to 12 now for the Wizards.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Here's Suggs, and Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Pass to George. Now here's Middleton. It's up a 3. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And it's Banchero top the key. Driving to the basket. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
Outside, George lets the 3 fly, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
The Magic trail by 14. Outside, Suggs. Wagner passes to Banchero. Outside, Bane. Now, Suggs. Carter sets the pick for Suggs. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Always going up for the alley-oop here, and Sarr throws it down.
It's almost too easy for the rookie Sarr. He just pops up and finishes off that lob.
Suggs, screen on Koulibaly. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Anthony Black's checked in for Orlando. Terrific awareness among this collection of centers and power forwards. The big men averaging the most assists per contest over the previous 10 games. In the third spot, Paolo Banchero.
It takes a tremendous feel for the game to be able to make the passes these big guys are capable of making out of the low post.
Yeah, having a big guy who can create for others used to be a luxury, but now it's a requirement, and it makes your offense that much harder to defend.
Bane against Middleton. Bane sets the screen for Wagner. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. McCollum, no good. The Magic trail by 13. Banchero passes to Carter. They double him with George. Magic moving the ball around. Carter with a screen on Song. Here's Banchero for 3. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11. Cullen passes to George. blocked by Middleton. Wide open. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Bane finds Banchero. There's the lob to Carter. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And because of Carter Jr.'s finesse and athleticism, his teammates trust him to finish those alley-oops in style.
Middleton with it. 21 points in the game. Shot from 16. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And it's Orlando's ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Pass to Banchero. And here is Bane. Here is Carter, defended by George. There's Wagner with the three. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the big fella, Alex Sarr, showing promise. Greg especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Now Black. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Bane inside the three-point line. The rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Middleton with a screen from McCollum. Lays it up off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Washington lead.
That is great patience that time by McCollum. He waited until that opportunity opened up, and he utilized the pick and roll perfectly.
Carter, the pass to Black. There's the three. Rebound, Washington. Sarr's got 6 rebounds in the game. It's George on the wing. Middleton outside. Puts up a deep three. No good there. The Magic trail by 12. There's Wagner with the three. Connects from three-point range. Wagner's got 13.
His first 3 of the game. Maybe that gets him going from out there.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Group getting ready to come in for Washington. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Alexander Sarr. Kisper comes in for Chris Middleton. Johnson, he's checked in for Keyshawn George. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for Koulibaly. .132 left to play in the third. Washington leading now by 9. Outside, Bagley. Bagley sends a screen from McCollum. Back to Bagley. It's blocked. And so the ball is out of bounds. Batase touched it last. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
McCollum up top. Shot clock at 6. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 8.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Here's Black. And it's off from three-point range. The Wizards shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor. Hitting on all cylinders. Oh, that's blocked. Now, here's Bane. Defended by Carrington. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. The Magic making a switch here. Suggs is checked in.
Desmond Bane. 1 shot.
And what you love about Bane is just how hard he works. His drive to keep getting better on display.
Pass to Kispert. No good on the triple.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
It's Black in the corner. Nailed from three-point land. Black's got 6. Wizards leading by 6. Now here's McCollum. He's got 34. Pass to Carrington. And we've reached the end of the third. Wizards lead by 6. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Johnson is out there with Kispert. Then it's Bagley. Then there's Carlton Carrington. And it's McCollum in at point guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Bagley inside the line. Black grabs the board. The Magic trail by 6. Back to Batadze. And Batadze throws it down.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Johnson, the pass to McCollum. Johnson with a screen on Suggs. Clock at 6. It's deflected. Johnson against Wagner. Pass to Suggs. Here's Batadze. Now, here's Wagner. Doubled by McCollum. Shoots. Rebounded by the Wizards. Here's Johnson. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Fires the 3. And another miss by Washington. And so Wagner will bring it up for Orlando. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Bagley. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 4.
Got to push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
Suggs looking around. Pass to De Silva. Here's Black. Outside, Suggs. That 3 off the mark. Wizards leading by 4. Now Johnson. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Batadze finds Wagner. Outside, Suggs. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Bagley sends a screen for McCollum. Inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers. And then on Tuesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Washington where they'll take on the Wizards.
And that game against Brooklyn, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Wizards making a switch here. Sars checked in. Outside, Bagley. Pass to McCollum. Fires from deep. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Man, that is a quick release by McCollum. He got that thing in the air before the defense even realized he had it.
McCollum against Suggs. To the inside. Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Bagley dishes to McCollum. Bounce pass Song. Johnson for 3. That one no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside, Suggs. Here's De Silva. He's guarded by McCollum. There's Wagner with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Carter's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Carter Jr. just understands that a big like himself needs to be able to knock down that triple. Nice job there.
McCollum against Suggs. Yes, and the foul. It's on Jalen Suggs.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Washington.
The 3-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
Well, they've really been aggressive in the painted area. When that ball goes inside, they are attacking.
The Magic trail by 4. Bane looking around. Pass to Banchero. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Back to McCollum. George with a screen on Suggs. McCollum up top. He's covered by Suggs. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 42 in the game.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Bane finds Banchero. And he uses the glass on the layup. Banchero's got 15 points here in the second half.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Back to McCollum. Banchero against Middleton. Pass to Song. Kicks it out to McCollum. Suggs with the steal. Wagner against George. Banchero outside. And Carter now, top of the key. Banchero against Middleton to tie it up. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Middleton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Sar with the screen on Banchero. Middleton can't get it to go. Orlando, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the 4th, 8 of 12. Outside, Bane to take the lead. Rebound by the Wizards. At one point, they led by 16. Song, the pass to George. Koulibaly with it. Down low, here's Song, and Sar throws it down hard.
goodness. Sarr is a different type of athlete.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. 4-point game. Wagner looking it over. Cans it from downtown.
And that's his second three of the half. He is starting to cook from deep.
Outside, George. Back to McCollum. Middleton, a screen on Suggs. Suggs against McCollum. Pass to Coulibaly. Middleton inside the three-point line. Rebound by the Magic. Suggs has got his fourth rebound in this one. Banchero kicks to Wagner. Bain against McCollum. Open shot by Banchero. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
Here's Sarr. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 6 assists in the game. The Magic trail by 3. Carter outside. Back to Suggs. Banchero against Middleton. Lays it in off the window.
He better get used to these late game scenarios. Banchero getting a nice taste of it right there.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Anthony Black's checked in for Suggs. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, in the huddle he reminded them, quote, "This would be a huge statement if we can finish this off, but we have to stay focused until that final buzzer. It would be a big upset if they can hold on, guys."
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. McCollum outside. Outside George. Now Coulibaly. Now Middleton. Middleton with a screen for Sarr. McCollum. Cleared away by Wagner. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. Desmond Bain. And that won't go. Missing the go-ahead basket. McCollum. Middleton outside. Now Sarr. McCollum outside. Now Sarr. Outside George. The long shot, no good.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Here's Carter. And he banks the layup in.
And the hard work pays off big time for Carter, doing whatever his team needs him to do.
And he hits that one to go.
Oh, huge basket from the big fella Sarr. This rookie is fearless.
Jalen Suggs is checked in for the Magic.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for one. Sarr.
Free throw good. Sarr.
Great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
On the wing, Bain. He's defended by Coulibaly. Suggs. Missed on the three. The Wizards with the lead. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the three misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Bain.
And
And the guy knows how to score. Bane manipulating the D there to his advantage.
First team foul. At the line for the Memphis, Desmond Bane. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And Bane drops them both.
This team knows they can rely on him in these situations. He is so consistent at the free throw line.
McCollum against Suggs. Now Zorn. Middleton looking it over. The shot from 20. Cleared away by Wagner. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Carroll fires. Connects on the jam.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. What do you think we're going to see here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
Sarr with a screen on Suggs. Now George lets loose a 3. Cleared away by Suggs. And they go to the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Shooting for Orlando, Jalen Suggs, taking 2 shots.
First free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And looking to tie it up with a big triple.
And let's see what they draw up.
George drained from outside.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking more shots.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Outside, Bane. Carter. The 3 doesn't go. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And here's Middleton. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bain. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. Suggs against McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bain rips down the rebound. The Magic shooting so far very efficient. All around, about 55%. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Washington, C.J. McCollum. Shooting 1.
Well, free throws off from McCollum. Orlando trailing here. For 3. Not that time. It won't go.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Now, Koulibaly. Now, Song. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Again, it's the rookie, Alex Sarr, having a monster night, giving us a preview of things to come.
Now, here's Banchero. Carter, the hustle points. Huge bucket.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Middleton outside. Here's McCollum. And he does not hit.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Now Carter, and stolen by Song. We're in overtime if you've just joined us, 2.5 minutes through it. The Magic have gone 1 of 4 from the field in the overtime period so far. Now Banchero. To tie it up. Sarr pulls it down.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Now George. That's off.
Well, he is showing you that rebounding isn't all about size. You need will and effort.
And on the interior, Banchero's a hard worker with terrific mobility.
First team foul. At the line for the Magic, Banchero taking 2 shots.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
What you like about Banchero, he's built to carry an offense in both temperament and talent.
And it's tied up with that one. And so McCollum will bring it up for Washington. Now Middleton launches it, knocks down the 3.
Well, McCollum is a proven scorer, but he's even more dangerous in big moments.
Bain, and that's in there.
And made for the bright lights. Big bucket there from Bain.
McCollum, nice use of the glass on the finish.
How about the fearlessness
of McCollum. Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Carter with the screen on Koulibaly. He drills the three.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Steps back. Now George. Now Cullum outside. Outside Koulibaly. Shot clock at 6. Middleton fires. The three is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now Wagner to take the lead. Middleton pulls it down. Now Osar. He finishes with a one-handed dunk.
And this kid has star written all over him. Star putting the league on notice.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
Hey, they do have enough time here if they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1. Well, we'll see if they try.
Here's Suggs. Bain with it. Suggs outside. Here's Banchero. Down he goes for 3.
Used for these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
I am really curious to see what he's got in store here.
McCollum against Suggs. It's stolen by Carter, and they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Chris Middleton. Third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Magic. Banchero. 2 shots.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2.
And all eyes on Banchero here. They want to see how he handles some intense pressure.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And does the pressure affect you? Nope, not that time. Not for players who practice these moments. Well executed.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And what's their best move at this point?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throw.
McCollum against Suggs. Outside Koulibaly. No good from 3. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for Orlando. 2 shots.
That's the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their team.
So the Magic win it. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And that'll do it, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again.